Doing great. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Lucia. Who else is in the house? Hey, Donna. Hey, Emily. Good to see you guys. So I see there's some questions already. So we will jump into the live and yeah, answer some questions. And also just to let you know, I will not be able to do a live on Friday for everyone because I am going to a gig that I'm going to. So Friday evening, I won't be doing a live. So it's the only live. If you could tell people as well, um, Donna, I suppose you're the only moderator here, and Ashwini, as well. Hi, Ashwini. Hi, Damini. That I'm only doing one live. So we better get on with it and answer some questions. Okay, right. We've got Emily G. Are there any messages for me at this time in regards to love and traveling? So let's see what's coming through. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Emily with regards to love and traveling? What messages are coming through for Emily with regards to love and traveling? Okay, what messages are coming through for Emily with regards to traveling and love? Right. So, first message that we have is hope. So, there is hope for the things that you are desiring, traveling, and and that love. There is hope that it is coming. It's about you having that hope as well and trust. If you haven't checked out today's reading for Divine Feminines, you definitely should check it out. All Divine Feminines, it's a powerful message that's a reminder to always have that trust and hope that, everything will work out, and you have to take the steps as well that you need to take in your own life to make certain things happen, So if you want to travel, then you do what you need to do to make that travel happen. So that's the message coming through. There is hope for both. Out of the darkness comes light. So I feel you're being shown that it's like the light is going to come out, and that's about things moving forward to help you with that travel and love. We also have creativity that has come out, seize the day. So I feel you're also being guided to be creative about how you get things done, how you sort things down, where you want to go, and all these things, to bring that in as well, especially in relation to travel. Maybe it goes places that maybe places where you can open up even more of your creativity, or maybe work on something whilst there. Understand this message for how it comes through to you. And it says seize the day. So you're being asked, I feel here, you're really being guided to take the steps that you need to take to seize the day and get things moving. That's what I feel is coming through for you there. And then we also have believe to see. So when it comes to the love that you're desiring, you have to believe in it. To believe that it's going to come. Have that hope, trust in it, and believe to see it come. So, that's the message coming through for you. And we have you can do this. So when it comes to the travel that you're asking for about, you can do this. So take the steps that you need to take. You can do this. And also, you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. So it's about you knowing that where you are right now, which was also coming through in that reading that I did, you are exactly where you're meant to be. So I feel you are being guided on your path, especially in relation to travel. When it comes to love, just trust that it will come in at the right time. The more we're thinking about these things and worrying about it so much, is it happening? Is it happening? It's kind of like we block ourselves. So just trust in it, trust the divine. And one of the messages that was coming out in that reading was about letting go of the outcome, because sometimes we want the outcome so much that love has to happen. But when you do let go, where you are actually just living your life, doing that travel that you are wanting to do, and no always thinking about it, when is it going to happen, that's when the doors open, when you least expect it. It's meant to come in when you least expect it, whether it's that union or that love, if it's somebody else coming into your life. So it's about just letting go and living your life. So seize the day. I feel you're being guided to do the things that you're wanting to do. And as you do those things, whether it's that traveling or, all those things in your life, that's when the doors will open. There is hope the more you are seizing the day. So I hope that helps. Okay, really beautiful. And then we've got Donna. Good evening, Sandra. Is there any messages from Mark today on the 3D as I'm picking up on his loneliness and pain? Okay, so Yeah, sending Mark so much love because you said in your last in the last life that you'd spent time together or the night before together. So you're picking up now on his loneliness and pain. So let's see what's coming through from Mark. Okay, thank you, angels. What does Mark want to say to Donna in the 3D right now, who's picking up on his loneliness and pain? What is Mark wanting to say? We've got confusion that has come out here. I feel unclear about where we stand. So that's the card that has come out. Maybe that is what you're feeling. That sort of you said that you're picking up on let's see, you said you're picking up on loneliness and pain. So maybe it's that confusion because that's the card that jumped out. I feel unclear about where we stand. Maybe after the time that you spend together, he's really sort of in this place of not knowing, he's like in confusion. Where do we stand? What do we do? Where do we go from here? So that's what's coming through. So that will explain the loneliness and pain that you are picking up on. But he's also saying to you here, irreplaceable. And he's saying the way you love can never be matched. So when he thinks about you, that could be, him just sort of realizing that this love that you have, the way you love him, it can never be matched. So, it may just be just needing to find his way and to really sort of let go of any fears that may be creeping up that's causing him to have the confusion and and to just go for what he really desires. So I feel give him the space. He knows that you're irreplaceable, but he is having some confusion right now in relation to where the two of you stand. And then let's see what else he wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. What else does Mark want to say to Donna as well, who's picking up on his confusion and on his pain? He's saying to you, you are everything I desire in a partner. So he knows that you're the one that he desires in a partner. You're irreplaceable. The love that you have for him is irreplaceable. So he knows you're the one that he truly desires. He's just going through certain emotions. Divine masculines tend to do that. And I feel he's just trying to find himself, trying to work things out in his own mind. So, just let him be able to do that. He's also saying to you, you are the sunshine of my life. You truly make me happy. So, he knows that you make him happy. And he's saying to you, you are the sunshine of my life. So I feel he's thinking about all these things, about how your love is irreplaceable. You're the sunshine of his life. But he may just be in a place where the confusion is coming in because of his own fears. Certain things start to creep up, and that may be why he's having that. He's also saying to you here, I wish we could just go away right now, together right now. So, he is thinking of you. He wants to be with you, but there is some confusion coming up. And I feel that's just really to do with his own fears. So let's see what he's going to say to you from the ego struggles and healing. Thank you, angels. What does Mark want to say to Donna as well today? What is Mark wanting to say to Donna? Okay, so he's saying to you here right words. So he's saying, I just can't seem to find the right words to say to you or how to best approach you. So my fear of messing things up by doing or saying the wrong things yet again keeps me away. I'm working on trusting myself again and on having confidence in myself when it comes to you. I can't bear messing things up again. So he is in this place where he's thinking about things, he's in his mind, and he wants to have the right words to say to you. And there are some fears creeping up. That's what I really feel. So that's why he's in this place where he's got some confusion, but it's not about the love that he has for you. It's just things going on with him. So I guess the message is to give him the space and let him work it all out for himself. I hope that helps. Okay, Sonia saying, are there any messages from my angels and DM? Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Sonia today? What messages are coming through for Sonia today? What messages are coming through for Sonia? What messages are coming through? So you're being reminded that you are safe and watched over at all times. So the angels are there with you, watching over you, and you are safe. Your body, mind, and soul need your love. So you're really being guided. And I know you were saying you're choosing yourself as well in the comment that you put. So, it's about giving more to yourself. So your body, mind, and soul need your love. And they're also saying to you, they think about you all the time. So the angels are saying you're a divine masculine, even if he may be quiet, he thinks about you all the time. So that's what they're wanting you to know. Thank you, angels. What other message is coming through for Sonia today? What other message is coming through for Sonia? What does Sonia need to know? What does Sonia need to know today? Thank you, angels. What does Sonia need to know? So let's see what's coming through for you here. So they're saying to you, companionship, you are not alone. So you're being reminded that angels are always with you. You're not alone. Even though sometimes you may feel that way, you are not alone. So you have the angels there, sort of giving you that comfort and love and reminding you, you are not alone. Let's see what your divine masculine would like to say. Thank you, angels. What does Sonia's divine masculine want to say today? So he's saying to you here, missed opportunity. And he's saying, I didn't act when I should have. So he's saying to you, I didn't act when I should have. You know, I feel he's thinking about things. He may be wanting to contact you as well, but, you know, or maybe he wanted to contact you at some point and then he didn't. You know, so he's saying to you, there's a missed opportunity that he's just thinking, if only I'd done this at that time, you know, I didn't act when I should have. So that's what he's saying to you there. Thank you, angels. What else does Sonia's divine masculine want to say to Sonia today? So we also have his message saying to you, I am doing this for us. Trust me, I will make us happen. So he's saying to you, he is going to get there. He knows he missed some opportunities with you, but he does have things that he needs to work on in his own life as well right now. And he's saying to you, I am doing this for us. Trust me. And he's also saying to you, I want commitment with you to show you how much I love you. So, you know, he's working on himself. That's what I'm really getting. He's working on himself so that he can get to that place where he's able to give you that commitment. You know, where he is in his life right now, he can't give you that full commitment. So he needs to free himself from certain things, release certain things, and, you know, do certain things in his own life first to then be able to give you that commitment. So that's what he's saying to you. And he's also saying to you as well, I feel our connection strongly. So he really feels this connection. You know, he knows that there's a powerful connection between the two of you. And he's also saying to you, I really feel like contacting you at this very moment. So there is this desire to get in touch, you know, especially with that card that came out as well with the holding the phone there. But I feel that he's not going to do it because he's saying missed opportunity. Or maybe it was today, at some point today, when he thought about contacting you, but then he didn't actually do it. But he's feeling like contacting you. So that's the messages coming through. I hope that helps. Okay, then we've got Ashwini. I mentioned as well in, I don't know if you watched it because I didn't hear from you, that I am going to do your reading. As I said, for my birthday giveaway, I did a video about that. So if you could drop me an email, check out the video as well. I did share it on yeah, the other day. When was it? Yesterday. Okay, and Ashwini, what is Amit thinking about us? Okay, so what's Amit thinking about him and Ashwini? Thank you, angels. What is Amit thinking about him and Ashwini? What is Amit thinking about him and Ashwini? So first card that has come out. So he's saying to you, overwhelmed. And he's saying the stress from this is draining me. So, you know, he's feeling stressed when it comes to his own life. That's what I'm really feeling here. You know, the situation that he's in, I feel he's got things that are going on in his own life and it's all draining him. The stress of not being with you, the stress of needing to, you know, trying to figure out what to do to change his own life. I feel the stress of his life, you know, and he's saying to you, is draining me. So he is going through this time of a bit of struggle as well in his life, but he's also saying to you, chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. So that's part of why he has that stress, you know, because he's never felt a passion so strong and so intense when it comes to you, but he's caught up in a situation where he doesn't know what to do, to change things in his life. So he's saying to you, the stress of it all, it is, it's getting to me. And, and there's all this passion that he has with you that he's never felt before. Thank you, angels. What else is he struggling with as well right now? What does Amit want to say to Ashwini about what he's struggling with? So let's see what he's saying. So a couple of cards have jumped out. So we've got limiting beliefs that has come out. I'm currently working through letting go of limiting beliefs that I've carried for such a long time so I can be my true self and shine in this lifetime as I am meant to. So he has some beliefs that maybe are from childhood, even from, the older generations, and these are old family, about the way that his life ought to be, and he is working on releasing that, and I feel he struggles with that. They are expectations that are there of him when it comes to his family, and I feel that he struggles because of those things. And he's saying to have carried this for a long time, and I want to work through this so I can be my true self and shine. So that's what he's saying to you. And he's also saying to you, strength and courage. So this is about having that strength and courage to break free from those limiting beliefs, from those family expectations, from the cultural, things that hold him. He is working through this. So he's working on gaining strength and courage. I've been staying where I am because it's what I know and it seems easier. But the truth is, things are just not working out here. I am unhappy and I am living an unfulfilling life. That's why he's all stressed out about his life. He's very unhappy, and he's just there because he hasn't gained that strength and courage to be able to break free yet. I've been learning my lessons too, but so that's part of the reason he's there, because he still needs to learn lessons. But I am now working on finding the strength and courage to change my life. So he's letting you know that, he does need to gain that strength and courage to change his life, and he's working on that. So thank you, angels. To finish off, what is Amit wanting to say to Ashwini as well? And he's also saying to you, my dearest love, this season of our lives that we are in, us being in physical separation, this too shall pass. And I feel this is from his 5D self, saying to you, it's part of the journey. He has to go through that. He needs to work through his lessons and release what he needs to release, find that strength and courage, step into his divine masculine power, stand up for himself. And so he has to be in that situation for now to be able to do all those things. But he's saying to you, it's just a season, and this season too shall pass. So that's what he wants you to know. I hope that helps. Lucia, hey beautiful, are there any messages coming in from my twin flame Charlie, and can he be trusted at this time because he has been very wishy-washy? Well, if he's wishy-washy, remember, it's not about you, it's about him. And you just have to really sort of, as long as someone is your true twin flame, you know that there is that powerful connection between the two of you. And even if the 3D, because sometimes we're just so focused on the 3D, we want them to act a certain way, but you have to release all the expectations of he's got to do this, he's got to do that, because this is not like a normal relationship. So, if he's being wishy-washy, it's about him. He may have certain things going on in his life that he needs to deal with. And, or maybe his own fears. It's something that's going on with him. So it's important to really sort of, not really always look at this journey, as long as someone is your true twin flame, like in a normal relationship, and expect them to do certain things. You got to release all the expectation, and and give them the space. If he's being wishy-washy and needing to just do what he needs to do, then give him the space to do that. It's about you being in your divine feminine power, because everything that's happening on your journey, however your divine masculine is acting in whatever way, is also showing you certain things about what you're learning. Again, I'm going to say this. If you haven't checked out the Divine Feminine reading that came through today, then do check that out, because he was really talking about this as well. So let's see what he's saying to you. Thank you, angels. What is Charlie wanting to say to Lucia? What is Charlie wanting to say to Lucia? What is Charlie wanting to say to Lucia today? Anything else coming through? Okay. So first of all, he's saying to you reflection. And he's saying being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So he is taking some time to reflect, to really think about things, maybe think about his life. So you may be thinking, why is he being wishy-washy with me? And you can take things personally and you think it's about you. Is he being to be trusted? Whereas, he just needs the time away to reflect. So he's saying to you, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So I feel he's thinking about things, reflecting on his life. Oh, and the two of you as well. He's also saying to you, soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So, he knows that there is something special there. There is a soul contract between the two of you, and he's learning lessons as well, and he's saying to you, those lessons will never be forgotten. So that's what he's wanting you to know. So let's see what's going on with him. Thank you, angels. What else is Charlie going through, or what's going on with him? What does he want to say? So we've got here karmic binds, and he's saying to you here, a lot is being cleared from my life at this time, so I can be free from my karmic binds and be able to have the love that is meant for me and fully live the life that I'm here to live. So I feel what you're being shown here is that, this is to do with his own life. Him sort of maybe pulling away or whatever he's being wishy-washy. Remember, this journey is happening on a higher level. It's not just about the two of you coming together or being together or him acting a certain way. There's a lot of other stuff on the higher realms that are happening, including clearing those karmic binds. So, and the way that he may act on the 3D is actually a reflection of the things that will be happening on the higher realms when it comes to your journey, or energetically when it comes to your journey. So, during the time that he may be pulling away, there are things that he's actually working on clearing as well in his own life. So that's what he's saying to you. And he's doing that, those karmic binds are being cleared so that he can have the life that he's meant to have and the love that he's meant to have with you. So those things need to go first for him to then be able to have that life with you. Thank you, angels. What else is Charlie wanting to say to Lucia today? What else is he wanting to say? So he's saying as well to you, I've been searching for true love all my life, and I know that I've now found it with you. So he knows that with you, he's found this true love. And I feel that, he also knows that to be able to have that life with you fully, he needs to release certain things, clear certain things. And that's what he is doing. And he's also saying to you, I feel this love that I have for you very deep. I feel this love that I have for you deep in my heart and soul. So, he feels this love deeply. And I feel that he wants to be able to have that life with you properly in a powerful way. And he wouldn't want to mess things up. So he may pull away so that he can work through what he needs to work through. I have a lot that I want to tell you. So I feel there's also stuff going on in his own life right now. And that's what he may be focusing on. So I hope that helps. Okay. Miss Satisfied, what messages does Mark have for Bronwyn? Thank you, angels. What does Mark want to say to Bronwyn? And just to say as well, everyone, I've said it at the beginning, I am only doing a live today. I'm not doing a live on Friday because I'm going to a gig on Friday. Yay, very exciting. Thank you, angels. What does Mark want to say to Bronwyn today? So we've got here mistakes, and he's saying to you, I wish I could right my wrongs. So, he wants to right his wrongs when it comes to the things that have happened with you. And I feel there are things that he's thinking about. He wants to right his wrongs and then be able to move forward towards you. And he's saying, I wish I could just do that. But I feel he still has lessons that he needs to learn where he is. So that's what's coming through. Thank you, angels. What else does Mark want to say to Bronwyn? So he's also saying to you ancestral patterns. And he's saying to you, I am starting to realize that I'm here to change patterns that have been in my lineage for a very long time. It is not an easy task, but I am stepping up to it and taking the time that I need to change things for myself, my ancestors, and for those to come. So this is also a reminder for you that, it's not just about the two of you. You know, when it comes to this journey, there are bigger things that are happening. As I was saying for Lucia, you know, he's here to clear the ancestral patterns that, you know, that would have happened for generations. And, you know, it's what he came into this lifetime to do, especially as a twin flame, you know, and that's what he's showing you here. So those are the things that he's working on. And, you know, and it's step by step, one day at a time. And during the time that, you know, he may be away from you, it may seem like it's just about not being with you, but there's so much more going on. So I feel that's what you're being shown as well there. Thank you, angels. What else is Mark wanting to say to Bronwyn today? What else is Mark wanting to say to Bronwyn? Okay, so he's also saying to you here, nothing and nobody can truly keep us away from each other. So he's saying to you, there's absolutely nothing and no one can keep us away from each other. We will get to that point where we do come together. You are the sunshine of my life. You truly make me happy. So that's what he wants you to know at this time, that you truly make him happy, and he will do what he needs to do to then be able to have a life with you. I hope that helps. Hey, Shay G, any messages from my DM? Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Shay G's Divine Masculine? What messages are coming through from Shay G's Divine Masculine? Okay. So first of all, we have here disagreements that has come out. I wish you understood how I feel. So I feel that he's saying to you, you know, they are, maybe you've had a disagreement, or maybe it was a disagreement that happened a while ago. And he's saying to you, you know, there are things that he's going through as well in his own life, whether it's just his own fears. And he's saying, I wish you understood how I feel. And I feel that this is about him wishing that he could open up and tell you how he truly feels. But instead, he may just be staying away and not saying anything, you know, and he's saying to you, I wish you understood how I feel. But it's about him being able to actually come to you and open up and tell you how he truly feels. So that's what he is saying to you there. And he's also saying to you, unsatisfied. And he's saying, I wasn't happy with the way things were going. So, you know, I feel that there were some disagreements that may have happened before, and he couldn't express himself, and he wasn't happy with the way things were going, even with the way that he was as well with you. And, you know, and he felt like he just couldn't open up. That's what I'm really getting here. And he feels like he needs to change things within himself to then be able to tell you exactly how he truly feels, because he wishes that you could understand how he feels. But, you know, he hasn't been able to open up and be truthful about how he's really feeling. So let's see what else he wants to say. Thank you, angels. What else is he wanting to say to Shay G? So other messages coming through. We've got stubborn that has come out. You know, so maybe that's actually the energy that's coming through here, of being stubborn and not actually opening up and telling you how he truly feels. And he's saying to you, I know I need to work on myself and change my life. I see the signs and messages in relation to awakening, but I'm afraid of change, of what it will mean for my life. I'm scared of the unknown, so I'm stubbornly resisting it all for now, because it is easier for me to stay in what I'm used to. I do know I can't continue this way though. So, you know, those are some of the things that he wishes he could just tell you, you know, and just open up and tell you those things, but he doesn't quite know how to do that. And he's saying to you, I know I'm being stubborn even when it comes to awakening and leaving those things behind and working on myself. And I can't continue this way. So he can't continue this way. He is going to get to a point where he does take the steps to do what he needs to do. And he's also saying to you, love, the love bond that I share with my divine feminine, which is you, is not only beautiful and amazing, but also healing. It is a special kind of love. It is frightening. So there are some fears that are coming up for him as well. It's so deep and intense, yet the best feeling that I've ever experienced. So when it comes to the way that he feels about you and the love that he has for you, is the best feeling that he's ever had, even though sometimes it can be a bit scary for him. And he's saying, I am doing what I need to do to have this love in my life. So he wants to have this love in his life. He wants to have you in his life. And this is showing you that he is going to do what he needs to do to be able to have you in his life. He is going to release that stubbornness and open up to even being more vulnerable. He just needs to do a bit of that work on himself when it comes to facing his own sort of inner demons in a way. Let's see what else is coming through. Thank you, angels. What is his name? You didn't say. What does Shay G's DM want to say as well? Okay, a few cards jumping out there. So he's also saying to you, not being with you in my daily life is like a constant dagger in my heart. So, he finds it difficult not being with you. He misses you. It's like he feels that pain of not being with you a lot, and he feels it in his heart because he has all this love for you. I am learning to love myself so I can be able to properly show you love. So this is what it is. There's a part of him that hasn't been able to love himself the way that he should. And because there is that part, he finds it difficult to properly show you love. Even though he's been able to do that, to show you love, it's not properly because there's a part of him that he hasn't sort of worked through, and there isn't that, love that you ought to have for himself. So that's what he's saying. He is learning to love himself. And he's also saying to you here, there is no one else that I would rather be with than you. So you're the one who's on his mind. You're the one that he loves and the one he wants to be with. I wish you were here with me right now. So he's missing you a lot. And he's saying to you, he just wishes that you were there with him right now. I hope that helps. Okay. And also, I hope that it resonates. Right, let's see. So I'm going to do Malapel and then I'll jump on to some donations there. What is the outcome of my connection with Gemini? Outcome of your connection, okay? Let's see. What is the outcome of the connection? Let's bring in a tarot deck. Thank you, angels. I'm not quite sure what you mean by the outcome, but what is the outcome of Malapel and Gemini's connection? What is the outcome of Malapel and Gemini's connection? Okay, so let's see what's coming through here. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune really is about fate and destiny. So you're being shown that your journey is being guided by the divine, by, fate and destiny is it's following the way that it is meant to go. And that's going to lead you to an outcome of having the life that you're meant to have. That's what I feel that you're being shown here. I'm not quite sure what you mean by what is the outcome, but you're being shown that fate and destiny is leading this journey. This journey is being guided from above, and that's what's going to bring in what is meant to happen on your journey. So that's what's coming through. And what does Gemini want to say to Malapel today? What is Gemini wanting to say to Malapel today? Thank you, angels. What is Gemini wanting to say? Okay, so first of all, he's saying to you, dishonesty, and he's saying, by lying, I ripped us apart. So I feel that he sits there and he thinks about the way that things turned out, or maybe certain things that he said where he may not have told you the truth, or by lying and not opening up and telling you the truth about how he truly feels, and he's saying to you, I ripped us apart and now we're not together because I wasn't totally honest with you. So that's what he's saying. So I feel he's thinking about things a lot when it comes to the two of you. And he's also saying to you, reminiscing. So he is thinking about, the two of you. I miss our inside jokes. So he's thinking about the way things turned out, the way that he acted, how he lied in whatever way he did. And he's reminiscing about the good times that you shared as well. And saying to you, I miss our inside jokes, the times you used to laugh together and, and just how you got on and you understood each other that even other people may not really have got. It was like your own inside jokes. And he misses that. So he's missing you is what he's showing you. Thank you, angels. What else does Gemini want to say to Malapel today? What else does Gemini want to say to Malapel today? What else is Gemini wanting to say? So he's saying to you here, first of all, he's saying to you, I want to make things right between us. So, whatever, all the things that he's thinking about, what happened in the past, wishing that things were different. He hadn't lied to you and, reminiscing of the good times. He's just thinking, I want to make things right between the two of us. So that's what he is wanting. And he's also saying to you, I made a mistake by letting you go. So, he's really thinking about things. Lying to you, by lying to you, I ripped us apart and I made a mistake by letting you go, wishing that things were different. And he wants to make things right between the two of you. And he's also saying to you, I want to make sweet love to you. So he's thinking about making love to you, being with you, missing that, that physical connection. And that's what he's saying. I hope that helps. Okay, so that was Malapel, and I'm just going to go down to some donations. So we've got CC Lynn. Thank you for the donation there. Beautiful. Oh, today I can like it. That's great. Okay, how does my DM feel today? So let's see. Thank you, angels. How is CC Lynn's DM feeling today? How is CC Lynn's DM feeling today? Anything else from this deck? Okay, so first card that we've got. So we've got here broken, and he's saying to you, I feel shattered about the situation. And what I feel is that, he's missing you and he is wishing things were different. He wishes that he was with you, spending time with you. He is feeling shattered about the way things are. So there's a lot of this energy coming through from the divine masculines of really thinking about how they've got both of you and you and them in the situation that you're in where you're not together, wishing that they'd done things differently and saying to you, I feel shattered about this situation, the way things are between us. And he's also saying to you, I want to call you and hear your voice. So I'm really feeling this block as well, sort of on my throat as I started connecting with his energy. He wants to just be able to call you and talk to you. He misses that, and just have a conversation, hear your voice, the way things used to be where you just spoke to each other. And that's what he's saying. I feel shattered about the situation and the way things have turned out, the way things are right now. And I wish we could just have a conversation and laugh and talk. So he's really missing that as well. So it's powerful energy coming through from the divine masculines that way. Thank you, angels. What else does CC Lynn's DM what does her love want to say today? What does CC Lynn's love want to say today? What other messages are coming through? So he's also saying to you here, I want commitment with you to show you how much I love you. So this is his desire, especially when he's thinking about the way things have turned out and how, he's not with you and just really feeling like he wishes he could just have a conversation with you, be with you. And he's thinking as well about that commitment, saying, I know I messed things up before, but I really want commitment with you to show you how much I love you. So this is about that love that he has for you. You are so beautiful, wonderful, and perfect for me in every way. So he thinks the world of you. And he's also saying to you, no matter where I am and what I'm doing, the love that I feel for you is always there. So, whatever's going on in his life, the love just never goes there. It's always there with him. And that's what he's saying to you. The road ahead may be full of twists, turns, hurdles, curveballs, tears, and pain. But it will all be worth it when we get to the other end. So he's saying it's not an easy road. It's full of, twists and turns and curveballs and all these things. But, we will get through it. And when we get to the other end, it will all be worth it. And he's saying to you, we will have a great life together. So, it's his desire. It's something that he wants. This deck is love and desire outbursts. So it's like he's saying to you, just having this outburst and saying, we will have a great life together. We are going to get there. So that's what he's wanting you to know. I hope that helps. Okay, so next we've got Shannon. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so much for that donation. It's so good to see your message and your donation coming in here as well. Is there anything that my DM wants to say to me today? So let's see. Thank you, angels. What does Shannon's divine masculine want to say to Shannon today? Okay, so cards that have come out. So first of all, he's saying to you here, right, so 3 cards. So he's saying to you, regret. I wish this never happened. So what I feel is saying to you, I wish the way things are right now, where we're not together, where my life is the way that it is, I wish it had never happened and we could just be together, and I feel he's thinking about sort of the things that are in the way of the two of you. and saying, I wish this had never happened, then the two of us could just be together right now. So there's some regret about the way that his life is right now, and regret of not being with you. And that's what he's saying to you today. He's also saying to you, I don't want to run anymore. So that's runner. He's saying, I don't want to run anymore. And I feel this is about not wanting to run from himself anymore, not running from, his own issues, or, sort of like his own inner world and the things that he needs to work on when it comes to his own healing, the things that he needs to change when it comes to his life. And he's saying to you, I don't want to run anymore. I want to face it. I want to change things because, I wish life had never been the way that things had never turned out the way that they turned out. And he is also saying to you dishonesty, and he's saying, by lying I ripped us apart. So I feel that there are certain things that he's thinking about, things that maybe he hasn't been open about in relation to his situation. And he's saying to you, by lying I ripped us apart. By being in the situation that I'm in, I ripped us apart. So he wants to stop all those things. He wants to change the way that he is. And I feel it's also about not being completely open and vulnerable with you about even the way that the situation is and the things that he feels even within himself. And he feels like there's some dishonesty there in the fact that he's not opening up about everything to you. And he's saying, by lying, I ripped us apart, and I'm now in this situation and I want to change things. So let's see what else he wants to say to you from this deck. Thank you, angels. What else does Shannon's Divine Masculine want to say to Shannon today? What other messages are coming through? So he is also saying to you here, inner child. And he's saying, I am learning to connect to my inner child to bring out in a positive way my innocence, creativity, playfulness, and childlike wonder, all of which childhood wounding and programming had stolen away from me. So he's saying to you, he has some childhood wounds, things to do with, for when he was a child, and then there's the programming, and they've all sort of stolen away, sort of, the truth of who he really is when it comes to his true self. And they've led him along a path of the life that he kind of regrets that things have turned out this way. And it's in relation to his 3D world, but also in relation to not being able to open up and express how he truly feels when it comes to things going on with him. That's why he's saying, I don't want to run anymore. I want to face my inner child and, and deal with all those wounds and release all that. And, and then to connect again to my creativity and innocence and playfulness. That's about just living life like, a child does, of loving life and enjoying life. So he wants to be able to get to that place, and he is doing that. He's also saying to you, awakening. I am going through an awakening that is causing all sorts of ascension symptoms for me, and is also helping me to change my life in a scary but at times positive way. So he is in this place of really thinking about things and reflecting on his life, not running anymore, actually going through that awakening and transformation so that he can then be able to change his life and move forward to you as well. So let's see what else he's saying. Thank you, angels. What else does Shannon's Divine Masculine want to say to Shannon today? What other messages are coming through? So he's saying to you, I never stop thinking about you. So you're the one who's on his mind, all the time. You're the one that he thinks about. And he's saying to you, I just never stop thinking about you. I wish things were different, regretting how his life is because he's not with you, but because you're the one that is always on his mind. He's also saying to you, I am letting fear control me and keep me where I am. But this life without you is not what I want. I desire having a life with you. So he's not happy where he is. This is why he's looking at the situation, regretting the way things turned out to put him in this life that he's living, and he's saying to you, and I'm letting fear control me to keep me here. But he doesn't want to run away from that anymore. It's about facing those things and that fear so that he can be able to change things, because the life that he's living without you is not what he wants. He desires having a life with you. And to finish off, he's saying to you, I feel this love that I have for you deep in my heart and soul. So when it comes to this love, he really feels it deep. And he's saying to you, I feel it deep in my heart and soul. And, and he just wants his life to change so that he can be able to share this love and this life with you. I hope that helps. Beautiful messages. Okay. So next, let's see, there must be another donation somewhere. I thought there would be. Okay, yes, we've got Susie. Hey, Susie, how are you doing? Good to see you. For some reason, oh, there we go. Any 3D messages or movement guidance from my DM Twin J? Okay, good to see you. I hope you're well. So, any 3D messages or movement guidance? So, movement guidance. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through when it comes to movement guidance for Jay, for Susie? What messages are coming through? Okay, so what we've got here, we actually have the temperance card that has come out. So this is about having patience on this journey, as you know, and I feel that he is dealing with certain things. He's trying to sort things out in his life. So I feel you're being asked to continue to have patience, because the other card that has come out here, we also have the 9 of Swords, and this is the card of sleepless nights. So I feel he's dealing with certain things in his life right now. There may be things in his 3D world that he's dealing with, and and that's why you're being asked to have patience, because he needs to work through those things first to then be able to come and have this life with you. So that's what's come through there. Let's see what else he wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. Any messages of movement guidance from Jay? What is he wanting to say? What messages are coming through from Jay for Susie Q? Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Jay for Susie Q? Okay, so first card that we've got. So we have this card again, and it came through before. I wish this never happened. So he is also in this place of looking at his life. That's what I feel. We've got that 9 of Swords of, sleepless nights, thinking about things, how his life is. There's quite a lot of regret. I feel there's regret of not being with you as well. That the way things are with you, it had never happened the way that it happened. And the way his life is right now, it had never happened like that. So there's quite a lot of regret that's coming through. And I feel that's why you're being guided as well to have patience, because he is still dealing with things. And he's also saying to you, neglected. And he's saying, I failed to give you what you need. So he's in the place of, just feeling sad about the way things turned out at this time. That's what's really coming through. There's that energy that's coming through for you from him of, I wish things were different. I failed to give you what you needed in this life. They're just thinking about, why did I end up in this situation, when he does have all this love for you. So he feels like he neglected you in a way. That's what's coming through there. So let's see what he's also dealing with. Thank you, angels. What is Jay dealing with as well for Susie Q? What is he dealing with at this time? What does he want Susie to know? Okay, so we've got here, interestingly enough, addictions that has come out. And he's saying, I have addictions that I need to release first. Things that I've always known needed to go. I'm now working on healing myself and on being free of these addictions. So, this can be anything. It can be, maybe being sort of lost in his own mind. It can be, it could be drinking, it could be anything, but he is needing to work through these things. So that's what he's saying to you. I know I need to, these are things that he's known for a while that need to go, and he's working on releasing that. And also his worthiness. So I feel the way things turned out, and where he feels, for example, that, he neglected you, or he didn't give you what you needed, this is all in his mind you. These are things that he just keeps thinking about with those sleepless nights that he's having. And, he gets to this point of he had been in this point of feeling unworthy of you and of this love. And it's something that is needing to release due to working on releasing things of the past, such as pain, insecurities, guilt, and shame. I'm moving more into knowing I am worthy of the love with my divine feminine, and I deserve to have all of my dreams come true. I was holding myself back and us back, not anymore. I am worthy. So he's really working on releasing, because as you saw, the cards that have been coming out of regret and wishing that things were different. So this is that energy that he's needing to release to get more into this place of knowing that he's worthy of you and of this love. So he is working on those things at this time. So thank you, angels. What else does Jay want to say to Susie Q today? What else does Jay want to say to Susie Q? So he's also saying to you, despite all the obstacles and challenges that we face, nothing can ever get in the way of the love that we feel for each other. So, nothing can get in the way of the love that he feels for you and that you feel for him as well. And that's what he's saying to you. And he's also saying to you, I can't get enough of you. So he misses you. He wishes he was with you right now. It's part of why he stays awake and, just wishing things were different. Saying to you, I can't get enough of you. Everything about you excites me. So when he thinks about you, just everything, and everything about you excites him. And he's also saying to you, no matter where I am and what I am doing, the love that I feel for you is always there. So that love is always there, and he wants a life with you. He just has to work through those things for himself as well right now. So he's saying to you that the love is always there. And he's also saying our time is coming. So he's saying, the time is going to come. He is taking one step at a time. That's why the patience card, the temperance card came out, to work on what he needs to work on. And he's saying to you, our time is coming. So those are the messages coming through. I hope that helps. Okay, so I think that's all the donations so far. Okay, so Susie, I just went to the bottom there and you're saying he says all this recently. So yeah, he is definitely working through those things. Thank you for confirming that. He will get there though. He will get there. And it's good that you're actually in communication and you can confirm all that as well. Sending you both so much love. Right, so I'm just going to go back. I thought I saw, yeah, I'm just going to go back. So I've done Malapale. Let me just see where I was, because I don't want to miss anyone else who's asked a question. Where was Malapale then? There we go. Right, so thank you so much, Donna, for asking everyone to like the live, the messages, or the live as it is. Elaine, thank you, Elaine. Any messages from VD? Thank you, angels. What is VD wanting to say to Elaine today? What is VD wanting to say to Elaine? So first of all, he's saying to you, I gossip, and he's saying, I am afraid of what other people will think. So he's letting you know that he is still dealing with this. What other people would think, and it's something that he's needing to work through and release. It can be what's keeping him from being with you as well. Saying to you, I'm afraid of what other people will think. He's also saying to you, reminiscing. And he's saying, I miss our inside jokes. So he misses those good times that you shared. The jokes that only the two of you had. He misses spending time with you. But there are still some fears about what other people would think that he needs to release. So that's what he's saying to you there. So let's see what else he's working through. Thank you, angels. What else is VD wanting to say? So we've got here rejection. And he's saying, my fear of being rejected by you, bearing in mind all that I said and did to you before, has such a strong grip on me. I know it is my own fear, and I'm working through releasing the past so I can be able to come forward to you. So, he has these fears. That's what he's showing you. Fears of what people would think, fear of being rejected by you. I feel that he sometimes thinks of the way things turned out and he's like, I walked away. You could easily do the same with him, if he turned up, for example. But that, as he says, yeah, but I know it's my own fear. So this is something that he is working on releasing as well. Thank you, angels. What else does VD want to say to Elaine today? What else is he wanting to say? So he's also saying to you, everything is going to be okay for us. So he's saying, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. It's all in divine timing, but everything is going to be okay. And I feel that's about him also getting through, those fears that are holding him back. I often lie awake for ages, unable to sleep, thinking of and missing you. So you are on his mind, and he has those sleepless nights, or he lies awake for a long time, and he's just thinking of you and missing you. He's also saying to you, my body aches for your touch. So missing you again, he wishes that he was with you, spending time with you, holding you. And he's also saying to you, please know that I love and care for you deeply. So he wants you to just know that. You're the person that he loves and he cares for you deeply. And that's what he's saying. I hope that helps. Okay, Rachel, does my DM Carrie want a future with me? So let's see what he's saying to you here. Does Carrie want a future with Rachel? Thank you, angels. Does Carrie want a future with Rachel? Let's see what messages he has for you here. Right. So first of all, he's saying, I wish we could just we could just go away together right now. So he wishes that the two of you were together, saying, I wish we could just go away together right now. So someone who's wishing for that would want a future with you. And he's also saying to you, I may be confused about my life and other things, but one thing I'm certain of is the way I feel about you. So he's certain of the love that he feels for you. And he's saying to you, yes, I may be confused about other things I need to sort out in my own life, but I am not confused and I'm certain about the love I feel for you. And he is also saying to you, I wish you were with me right now. So, he wishes that you could be spending time together, and that's about a desire of wanting to be with you, wishing that you were spending time with him. And he's also saying to you, no matter where I am and what I'm doing, the love that I feel for you is always there. So that love is always there. And it's that love that will lead him to do what he needs to do in his own life to then be able to have a life with you. And he's also saying to you, I've been searching for true love all of my life, and I know that I've now found it with you. So, he knows that you are the one. He knows he's found true love with you. And to finish off, you're wondering whether he wants a future with you. I will surprise you when you least expect it. So he wants that life with you. He will come forward when you least expect it. That's about letting go when it comes to this journey, and just trusting in the journey. And again, I'll say, when it comes to the reading that I did, is all about the divine feminine really today. Do check that out. All divine feminines, watch that, because it's about letting go of the outcome. And it's when you let go, when you're not thinking about it and wondering, is it gonna happen? Does he want a life with me? When you're just living your life, that's when, it's like letting go of the outcome. You're just giving it to God and trusting that God has got you and everything will work out perfectly for you. And you're not really in that energy of worrying about it. That's when He will surprise you when you least expect it. So that's what's coming through. So He does want a life with you. And it's when you least expect it, when you let go of the outcome, that He will surprise you. So that's what's coming through. I hope that helps. Okay, next we've got Sarah. Hi, Sandra. Can I please have a message from my DM? What does he want from me? What does he want from you? Okay, so let's see. Thank you, angels. What does Sarah's divine masculine want from Sarah? What messages does he have for Sarah? What does he want from Sarah? What does he want from Sarah? Okay, so first of all, he's saying to you, I really want to be able to love you freely, truthfully, openly, and vulnerably. I am working on it. So, I feel that for now, what he just wants from you is to give him the space to be able to work through that for himself, because he's saying to you, and I feel he's saying he's not able to love you freely, truthfully, openly, and vulnerably just yet. And he's working on that. And this is about working on his past, working on his own healing and insecurities, his own releasing his fears, so that he can be able to be open and vulnerable with you. And I feel these are things that he's not been able to do before. So what he wants from you is just, to give him that space to be able to do that, because he's saying to you, I am working on it. so I can get to that place where I'm able to do that. He's also saying to you, you're everything I desire in a partner. So, for him, you are everything. And, and I feel that he wants to have a life with you, but he needs to work on certain things for himself first. He's also saying to you, it has always been you. I can't help the way I feel. So, he feels love for you and he wants to be with you, but he just does need to work on himself. And he's saying he can't help the way that he feels about you. Our time apart is building a strong foundation for our future together. So, I feel that this message is also a reminder that it's important for you to have the time apart, on this journey anyway. It's part of the journey. And, because it's where you work on yourself, where where you grow and heal, and where he does the same. And that healing and learning to open up and being vulnerable on his part will then bring in that love and that life where it's built on a strong foundation, because it's something that he's not been able to do. So what I feel that you're being shown from these messages that he wants from you is just to give him the space, even if you are communicating, to just let him be on his own journey and do what he needs to do. If he sort of needs some time to himself, some solitude time, to not worry about that, to just trust the journey, and and love him, love from a place of unconditional love, of not having any expectations, of not demanding anything from him, but of just loving. And and the more you are in that energy of that unconditional love and patience and understanding, and compassion as well for his own path and the things that he's going through on his own journey, then that's going to give him that space to be able to work through what he needs to work through, so that he can then be able to have this life with you. So I hope that helps. Okay. So next we've done Shannon, Karen Rosenberg. I would love any messages from Alvin Washington regarding his trip he's taking this week. Why is he taking this trip? Thank you, love and light. Love and light to you too. Okay, so let's see. So why is he taking this trip? Maybe he just needs a break. Maybe he just needs to go on holiday. I don't know where he's going or what the trip is. It could be work. Could it be work? It could be anything. And so let's see what he wants to say to you. Why is he taking so you want messages with regards to the trip that he's taking? Why is he taking this trip? So let's see what's coming through. Thank you, angels. Why is Alvin taking this trip? Why is Alvin taking this trip? Why is Alvin taking this trip? Okay, so let's see the cards that have come out here. So first of all, the cards that we have. So we've got here, this is the Seven of Swords. And this is the energy of being defensive. So maybe this is why you're asking this question, because he's being defensive. He's not kind of opening up and telling you why he's taking this trip. And I just feel that this may just be a trip that he needs to take for himself. Everyone has got their own path. Maybe he does need to do this trip for himself. He needs to work things out. And, there is this energy of being sort of defensive, of, sort of facing the other way and just doing his own thing. And it's about, I feel that you are being shown here that, he just needs some space. That's what I'm really getting here. And it may not necessarily be space from you, but space for himself. This is the energy of just sort of needing to just focus on whatever it is that he's doing. So I feel that this is just like a trip for himself. Maybe he just needs a break. He needs a holiday, and that's what he's doing. So let's also see what messages he has for you. Thank you, angels. Why is Alvin taking this trip? What does he want to say about why he's taking this trip as well? What is he wanting to say? What is he wanting to say about why he's taking this trip? Let's bring this deck in as well. Why is he wanting to say about why he's taking this trip? Okay, so let's see what has come. I'm working on self-love. So he's saying to you, I'm working on self-love. And it may just be, he just needs time for himself. Sometimes as divine feminines, we start to think of all sorts, what I mean, what I'm really getting is maybe that's why he's sort of being defensive about it, because he just needs time for himself and working on self-love. Maybe he's never done that before for himself, and he's just needing to do that. And then we start to wonder, why is he doing that? Could it be for all sorts of reason, when it's really just about self-love? You're, as a divine feminine, guided to do things for yourself, and it's okay for him to do that trip as well for himself. So that's what I'm really getting here. So I'm working on self-love is what is coming through. And then he's also saying to you, I need to work on other areas of my life right now. So, maybe this trip, I don't know what the trip is. Maybe this trip is there to help him to sort certain things out in his own life. Maybe he needs to, is maybe to do with work, or something that he needs to go to a certain place to sort certain things out, maybe to do with his own life. So, and I feel it's not really kind of something that, you need to worry about, or something that, you need to know about, really, because of the way that card came out, which is sort of being defensive. It's like it's his own sort of business that he needs to deal with right now. So he's saying to you, I need to work on other areas of my life right now. I am trying to find my true self. Who am I? So I feel that this trip is there to help him find his true self. There are things that he needs to do on this trip to help him do that. And that's why he is taking this trip. And he's saying to you, we still meet in the 5D. So, during this time that is away, you are still meeting up in the 5D. And, and it shouldn't be a worry for you that he's taking a trip. Everyone's got a life to live. So it's okay for him to take that trip, and it's good for self-love to actually do things for yourself. So that's what's coming through for you there. And he is saying to you, I have a lot that I want to tell you. So I feel that he may be a bit defensive about this right now, but there will come a time where he will tell you why he was doing this. So just I'm feeling the energy of just trust him to do what he needs to do for his own path. And, for now, focus on your own path. And he's also saying to you, I made a mistake by letting you go. So, he thinks about you. Maybe he needs to take this trip to find himself so that he can then be able to have a life with you. So that's the message is coming through. And to finish off, he's saying, I want to make things right between us. So he wants to do that. And, he may just need that self time on this trip to then be able to bring that as well between the two of you. So I hope that helps. Sending you so much love. Okay. Hey, Megan. Hey, Annie. Hi, Sandra. Would you give me a message from Andy? Let's see what your Andy is saying. Thank you, angels. What does Andy want to say to Annie today? What does he want to say? Wow. Okay. So first of all, we've got here unexpected outcome, and he's saying things didn't go the way I planned. So I feel that he's saying to you here, when it comes to my life, the way life has turned out, the way where I am right now, or maybe even where he is after he sort of walked away. When it comes to the two of you, things didn't turn out the way that he expected. So he's saying to you, things didn't go the way that I planned. And he's also saying to you, reciprocity. I think that's how you pronounce it. I want to have equal give and take. So, he may be in a situation whereby he's giving so much, whether it is a karmic relationship or maybe it's not a karmic relationship. Just put this in context of what his situation is. Or maybe he's just working all the time and he's giving. And, and he's just realized that, this is what I decided to do with my life, but things didn't go as I planned. It's not working. That's what I really am getting. And he is giving so much and not really having that balance or getting much back. And he wants that in his life. But it's also about wanting to have that equal giving and taking with you. So whatever situation he's go into or is in right now is there to help him to learn to be able to have that balance, giving and receiving. So that's what's coming through there. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What else does Andy want to say to Annie today? What else does Andy want to say? So he's also saying to you, heart healing. And he's saying, I am healing my heart from past pain, which is also helping me to remove the barriers that I had put around it to protect myself. I am opening my heart to our love. So he's letting you know that, whatever the situation is that he's in, is there to teach him a lot of things and to help him open his heart to this love with you. He may have put barriers around his heart before, but he's going through a heart healing. Thank you, angels. What else does Andy want to say to Annie today? What other messages are coming through? So he's also saying to you, through this love, we are growing into the greatest versions of ourselves so we can have a beautiful, balanced love relationship and harmonious union. So he's saying, we are both growing, and that's what he's doing wherever he is, and he's saying to you, and that's going to help us to have that balance when it comes to giving and receiving in the relationship, but also to have a union that is beautiful, balanced, and, and a harmonious union and love relationship. He's also saying to you, I really want to be able to love you freely, truthfully, openly, and vulnerably. I am working on it. So he is learning what he needs to learn in the situation that he's in so that he can change the way that he is when, having a life with you. Thoughts of you often fill up my mind. So you are on his mind is what he's saying to you. I hope that helps. How is my person feeling towards me today? So Megan, how is, so let's bring this deck in. How is Megan's person feeling towards Megan today? How is he feeling towards Megan? So he's saying to you, this is my message to you, to tell you, you are everything to me and I love you. So that's how he's feeling about you. I don't know if you saw how he jumped out. He wants you to know, and this is what he is telling you, that you are everything to him and he loves you. So let's see what else he's saying. Healing and facing my demons is not easy, but I'm doing it little by little, one day at a time. So, he knows that you're the one that he loves, the one he wants to be with, but he does have to go through his healing and facing his own inner demons. And he's saying to you, it's not easy, but I am doing it bit by bit. He's also saying to you, I am sorting out my life so I can be with you. So that's what he's doing at this time, working on his own life, sorting out his life so he can be with you. And I think a short came out in a different deck, actually. I think it was the short this afternoon. Perhaps I do so many, I don't remember which ones, but it was all about sorting out his life, or the divine masculine's life, so that they can then be able to come back. So that's what he's saying to you. And he's also saying, I just want to hold you in my arms. So he just wants to be with you. He just wants to hold you in his arms. So I hope that helps. Okay. There's a message that resonated for you there. So that's great as well, Megan. Yes, thank you, Donna. This is the last Q&A for April 2024. Powerful, isn't it? Okay, so Ashwini is saying that Damini's message got missed. Okay, she wanted messages from a Leo DM. Thank you there, Ashwini. So thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Damini from a Leo divine masculine? What messages are coming through for Damini from her Leo divine masculine? Okay, so first card that has come out is Soul Tie, Damini, and he's saying to you, I always feel connected to you. So he's saying no matter where we are, how far apart we are, how long it has been, I always feel that connection. I always feel connected to you. And he is also saying to you here, escape. I left when things got hard. So, he's saying to you, the reason why he left, it was because things got hard. And I feel that things got hard for him, to do with himself, to do with his own fears and, things that he wasn't quite ready to deal with at that time. But he's saying to you, even though I did walk away, even though I did sort of do that escape, I always feel that soul tie. I know that there's something special here. I always feel connected to you. So he did escape. He did, that's what the divine masculines tend to do. You know, he left when things got hard. He didn't know how to deal with things at that time and he went away, but the bond is always there and he feels it. That's what he's wanting to say to you. Thank you, angels. What else does Damini's Leo DM want to say to Damini today? So he's also saying to you here, releasing. And he's saying, I have to release all that no longer serves me so I can be free to be with my divine feminine. And that's you. It is not easy because this has been my life for a very long time. But I am going to do all I can to let go of what needs to go. So he's saying to you, he knows he has things that he needs to work through. You know, the reason why he did that escape, you know, and all these things where he, you know, where he sort of left when things got hard, whether it was just his own fears, you know, things going on, maybe even in his life, and, you know, and he just kind of ran away. But he knows that he needs to release certain things and free himself from those things, whether it's his own fears, insecurities, you know, that running away energy, face himself as well. And he's saying to you, and I'm going to do all that I can to let go of what needs to go. So this is about him wanting to do the work on himself. And he's also saying to you, perspective, as I am awakening, I am changing the way I view myself, us, life, and many things. I am slowly but surely now starting to see things from a different and higher perspective. So he's saying to you, there's a change from, you know, the way things were when he sort of escaped, when, you know, things got hard. He's starting to see things in a different way. You know, it's just starting to change his perspective. So that's what he's wanting you to know. Thank you, angels. What else does Damini's Leo DM want to say today? So he's also saying to you, my circumstances are not allowing us to be together right now, but know that things will change. So there are certain circumstances, whatever caused him to run at that time, you know, and when things got hard, it could have been in his own life, his own fears, you know, it could be a situation that he's in. So that's not allowing the two of you to be together right now. But he's saying to you, know that things will change. Nobody and nothing can ever keep us away from each other. And he's also saying to you, I deeply desire doing the rest of my life with only you. So you're the one that he wants to have his life with. And he's saying to you, he deeply desires that. So this is about him changing his life, doing what he needs to do, releasing what he needs to be released so that he can then be free to be with you. Thank you for asking the question, and I'm really glad. Thank you, Ashwini, as well, for putting it in again there. Okay, right. So next we've got Nicola Taylor. Hey, beautiful. Any messages in this quiet time and well it over 2 years since he left, and since he married that woman, I just leave him alone. So you want to get some messages from your DM. That's the way to be. You know, there's nothing you can try and do or to make the situation change. You know, you just have to let them be and live your life. You know, that's the most important thing. You just have to live your life. And, you know, things will fall into place when they're meant to, at the time that they're meant to. So any messages in this quiet time from your divine masculine? So what does Nicola Taylor's divine masculine want to say today? What messages does he have for Nicola today? Anything coming through? Okay, so let's see what's coming through from this deck. So first of all, we've got irreplaceable. And he's saying to you, the way you love can never be matched. So what I feel he's saying to you here, even with this woman that he's gone on to marry, you know, he's saying to you, you know, the way you love it can never be matched by this person as well. He thinks about you, the connection that you had, the times that you spent, and, you know, and I feel that he's in this situation because he needed to have that, you know, seeing and learning lessons, of course, but also seeing how much you are the one for him, you know, and he's saying to you, the way you loved can never be matched. So he is starting to see that because, you know, he moved into this connection. And he's also saying to you, hope. And he's saying, I haven't given up on us yet. So, you know, he hasn't given up on the two of you. Yes, he may still be in that situation in the 3D, I feel he still has lessons to learn there, but because of the love that he has for you, knowing that your love, the way you love has never been matched, he hasn't given up hope on the two of you yet. And then he's also saying to you, new chapter, I am trying to move on. So what I feel is coming through with this card is that there was a time when he was trying to move on, to move on from you and him, and start this new chapter, which is why he went on and he had that marriage. But he's realizing that he can't run away from this love. He can't run away from the way that he truly feels, and that your love, the way that you love, is irreplaceable, the way that he loves you as well. So that's why he's saying to you, yes, I know I tried to start this new chapter, and I was trying to move on, but I simply can't, because of the way that we have this special love. So he still has hope. He hasn't given up on the two of you yet. So let's see what else he wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. And I feel that that new chapter is also about him wanting to now move on from the situation that he's in, to start a new chapter with you, because he hasn't given up on that hope of having a life with you. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What else is coming through from Nicholas, Divine Masculine? What else is coming through from Nicholas, Divine Masculine? So we've got here addictions that has come out. And he's saying to you, I have addictions that I need to release first. Things that I've always known needed to go. I am now working on healing myself and being free of these addictions. So there are certain things that he needs to release. When it comes to himself, things that he knows that need to go. And I feel that being in this relationship that he's in is there to teach him those things that he needs to work through and release. So that's what he's also saying to you there. And he's also saying to you, heart's desires. And he's saying, I am learning to follow my heart instead of always pushing aside my true desires to only listen to my mind. Something that I've done for such a long time. So, when it comes to this marriage that you got into, there was this listening to the mind a lot, where he was trying to move on, where he was thinking this is the thing for him to do, but he wasn't really following his heart. So he's letting you know that, he's now learning to follow his heart. So give him the time. I know it seems like, oh, it's been 2 years, it's a long time, but that's the nature of this journey. It doesn't happen like that, and he's saying to you, he's learning to listen to his heart. And maybe he had to go into this relationship and marriage to realize, he just did it from the mind, or maybe he just thought that was the thing to do, when it's actually not what his true heart's desires. And he's realizing now that the love that you have for him, it can never be matched, not by this person, not by anyone else. So it's all part of his own journey of learning, is what you're being shown here. And he's saying to you, I'm learning to follow my heart instead of always pushing aside my true desires, which is what he would have done with you. Push his true desires to listen to his mind. So he's learning to do that with the situation. So let's see what else he wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. What else does Nicola Taylor's Divine Masculine want to say? So he's also saying to you, I keep soldiering on every day because I have this beautiful vision of a life with you that I'm working towards. So he feels like it's a battle in the life that he's living. A soldier is like soldiering on. It's like he is there, but he's sort of battling and living this life, but he's soldiering on because he has that hope. The card that came out, he hasn't given up on the two of you yet. And he has this vision of a beautiful life with you that he's working towards. And he's also saying to you, I feel this love that I have for you deep in my heart and soul. So, that's about what his true heart desires that he may have pushed away before because he was listening to the mind too much. So he feels this love deep and in his heart and soul. So even if he may have tried to move on, it's not worked because that love is really there. So that's what he's showing you. I'm currently finding my true self and my freedom so I can come back to you. So that's what he wants you to know. He needed to be in this situation to find his true self. to learn to follow his heart. There's a lot of lessons that he's learning as well there. And it's also there to help him find his true self and his freedom from this entanglement that he put himself in, so that he can come back to you. So I hope that helps. Okay. Let's see. 1 hour 23. Okay. I'm just the Megan, I'm just reading your message there about keeping the faith. It's all we gotta do. I mean, you can either keep the faith on this journey, or you can get lost in the 3D world and what they're doing, and you just put yourself in that place of just having a life of not having peace, because you're so focused on that. And you got to do what's right for you as a divine feminine, rather than focusing on them. And part of having faith is that it helps you to find peace, because you're not so constantly lost in what they're doing in their life. The karmic debt as well. And they can't get out of that, because it is something that they have to go through when it comes to the higher realms, or their own path, their own soul path as well. So anyway, so I'll go past that and get to the next question. Let's see. So I've done Susie. Right, so these are people chatting, so I'm just trying to get past. Hasha's Corner, hey, beautiful. Sandra, what is he feeling for me now? Why is he leaving this place he is shifting from? And every time he has only thing to say, you have to be independent as you require when you get married. Okay, I don't understand this. What is he feeling now? Okay, we're going to find out what he's feeling. I don't know what you mean by why is he leaving this place, he is shifting from, and every time he has only thing to say, you have to be independent as you require when you get married. Okay, so I think he's saying to you, you need to be independent. So, and it's actually true, I mean, when it comes to when you get married, maybe he is in this place right now in himself where he's feeling that he's maybe not ready for that marriage with you, or he is thinking that's what would be best for you, to marry somebody else. They go through all sorts of things. Maybe he's thinking he's not good enough to be with you right now, he's not ready. It could be all sorts of things, why he would be saying that. But I don't understand the first part. Why is he leaving this place? I don't know what that means. But we're going to see what he's feeling for you. So Hasha's Corner, thank you, angels. What is the divine masculine feeling for Hasha's Corner? What is he feeling right now? What does he want to say? So let's see from this deck as well. What is Hasha's Corner's divine masculine feeling? What is Hasha's Corner's divine masculine feeling? Okay, so first of all, we've got overwhelmed. And he's saying to you, the stress from this is draining me. So, he's feeling stressed about the situation. And I feel that stress as well, even when it comes to this love with you. There's a part of him that wants to be with you, but it's all overwhelming. The emotions, the way that the divine masculine feels when it comes to this love, it's not like they've ever felt before. It can be scary. So maybe he's feeling scared. He's feeling overwhelmed by all these emotions, and he doesn't understand it. And he's now saying to you, you need to be independent. Maybe it's also a message for you. Check in with yourself. I don't know what you are like with him. Are you holding on tightly? Are you not having your own independence as a divine feminine? Because you do need that. When it comes to this love, it needs to be a love where it's not about just, having that attachment, but it's love where you are not attached to someone. It's like attachment is like this codependency, and you have to release that codependency where you can be independent. You can stand in your true power as a divine feminine. So you see where you are in relation to that. Maybe it's actually a message for what you need to work on to have your own independence and not be holding on so tightly when it comes to him. It may if you are doing that, maybe you're not, but if you are doing that, it may also be really overwhelming for him. So he's trying to find a way to sort of say, you need to be independent for when you get married to someone, because it's all a bit much for him. So I feel here you're being asked to really look at yourself as well in this situation to see where you are. But he's saying to you, the stress from this is draining me. So he's finding it all a bit much at this time. That's why you'll be saying what he's saying to you. He's also saying unworthy. You're a better person than I am. So there's also a part of him that feels unworthy of you, of this love. That's to do with things that he needs to heal within himself. So I feel for now, if he's sort of pulling away, needing space or whatever he's needing, give him that space, and work on you. Because when that situation happens on your twin flame journey, is there to help you to work on you. It's actually a time for you to do that. And it comes in for a reason on your journey. So I feel that right now you're really being asked to sort of give him the space that he needs, and to really put all your energy and focus on you, and to start working on you and the things that you may need to heal as well when it comes to your own journey. Because remember, as a true twin flames, you are mirroring each other. So maybe for you, there is, there may be that really holding on tightly. And for him, you holding on tightly so much is all too overwhelming. He's got to pull away, because it's about energy on this journey, and when you are pushing so much to be with him, and why is he doing this? Why is he starting to say this? And you're worried about that. It's the energy that he feels from you, and he starts to repel. It repels the energy from him, and he starts to move away. So you're really, I feel you're being asked to, pull your energy back to you, rather than worrying about why is he doing this and all these things. Just really start to focus on you, and that will shift the energy. And he's also saying to you, I often lie awake for ages, unable to sleep, thinking of and missing you. So, I feel that he's finding this whole way that he's feeling towards you overwhelming and too much, and he's lying out there awake, thinking of you, missing you, and, and it's all a lot. And he's just feeling like he's just needing some space right now. That's what I'm really getting. But he's also saying, you are my deepest desire. So you're the one that he wants to be with, but he just needs to work on himself, work on that feeling worthy of this love as well. He's also saying to you, you are the love of my life. So you are the love of his life. So, for you, it's really about understanding this journey on a deeper level, and really bringing everything back to you and focusing on you. I am yours and I want to be with you. So he does want to be with you. It's not that he doesn't want to be with you, but it's all a bit too overwhelming at this time. He's also saying to you, everything is going to be okay. So it's going to be okay. For now, just focus on you. Let him do what he needs to do. Give him the space that he needs. Rather than going and saying, why is this, and which may be why he's saying to you, you need to find your own independence. You are just needing to pull your energy back. So trust that everything is going to be okay. So I hope that helps. Sending you so much love, beautiful. Okay, right. Let's see. Who's next? Just to let you know, guys, everyone who's still here, I'm not doing a live on Friday, on Friday, because I am not going to be around. So just letting you know. So next live will be next Tuesday. But thank you all for being here today. Victor, can I please have a message from my beautiful twin? Thank you, angels. What messages, are coming through from Victor's twin? Okay, so first of all, we've got here, mend, and he's saying to you, I want to fix our connection. So this is his desire. He wants to fix this connection with you, and he's saying to you, I want to mend it. And it's a thought that he has from deep in his heart. But he's also saying to you, I want to have equal give and take. So he is working on himself to get to that place of being able to give you as much as you give to him as well, for it to come in a balanced way. So that's what he's saying to you. He's also saying to you, inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So he's saying, you know, no matter how far we are apart from each other, however long we haven't spoken, our love is always there. So that's what he's saying. Thank you, angels. What else does Victor's twin want to say to Victor today? Any other message coming through? So next we've got here, whilst we are apart, I am realizing just how much you mean to me. So he's saying to you, this time of us being apart is helping me to realize even more just how much you mean to me. My body aches for your touch. So really missing that physical connection as well there. And you are my deepest desire. So, you know, when it comes to what he truly desires in his life, it is you, saying you are my deepest desire. I hope that helps. Okay, let's carry on. So I'm just getting past everyone who's just chatting here so I can go to the next question. Hey, Jazz. I would like a message around career. I'm currently looking for a job which is challenging. Thank you. So let's see what the angels are wanting to say to you about career. So thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Jazz in relation to career? What is coming through for Jazz in relation to career? Any other message from this deck? Okay, and then thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Jazz in relation to career? What other messages are coming through? So let's see what they are saying to you as well today. Right, so first of all, we've got here, be open to receiving. So I feel that you're being shown that something is coming. You know, sometimes we feel like, you know, things are not happening. Why is this like this? But, you know, everything is always in the perfect divine timing. And I can't remember if you're the one, but I'm being reminded that, you know, you've received this message. I don't know if it was you, but it could have been you, it could have been someone else, that there are things that needed to happen during this time that you are, you know, not having the change in career. Or is it a change in career? You know, I'm currently looking for a job. Yeah. So you're looking for a job, and you know, and you maybe have just needed to focus on you as well. You know, obviously you'll be doing the looking for a job, but maybe you needed the time for rest. Maybe you needed the time to just give yourself more love, you know, and maybe it's something you haven't done for a long time because you were very busy with the job that you were doing. So, you know, I feel you're being shown something is coming, and always know that even the time that nothing does happen, there's still things brewing, you know, things being prepared for whatever is meant to come for you to come in at the perfect time. They're also saying to you, believe to see. So the more you believe, you know, because you're being shown here, you know, be open to receive. Something is coming, and believe to see. Just really focus on believing that, you know, something is coming in for you, and to trust in that, and keep taking steps that you need to take as well on your own path to do what you need to do in terms of looking for that job. You know, that's what I feel is coming through. Great things are coming your way. So they're saying to you, something is coming. Trust in that, believe in that to see it. So that's what they have for you. The time, the perfect time is coming for that job that you are desiring. Maybe, you know, things needed to happen first in the job, or maybe someone else had to leave, or whatever. You know, there's so much more that happens in, you know, beyond what you can see for that perfect job to come in for you. They're also saying to you, let all that no longer serves you and needs to go fall away. So maybe this is what you've been working on as well. Maybe there are certain things that you still need to release as well in your life to open up that space. Because sometimes, you know, we're holding on to so many things, and you know, I don't mean like in your 3D world. It can be energetically as well, you know, when it comes to our emotions, and you know, maybe being in a place of not really trusting and all these things. So you're being asked to release all that. What needs to go and doesn't serve you, just let it all fall away. And the more you release, the more that can open space for what's to come in. Your smile is beautiful, wear it at all times. So I feel here you're being asked as well to be in that energy of, you know, of raising your vibration and feeling good. And I know sometimes when we're so focused on the things that are not going well, as in you don't have a job and you're thinking of money, you know, maybe a lot of times that's what's on your mind. And the angels are saying to you, it's about remembering to smile. remembering to trust in heaven, to trust that everything is okay. If there's anything that I've learned on my own journey, is that, even if things are not working out yet, or, the way I would like them to work out, I just focus on the positive. I'm just like, everything is always working out for me. And that energy where you're smiling and you're feeling good, even if it's in the 3D world, is actually not working out, that will shift things. So that's what I feel you're being guided to do at this time. And then we also have here, only hold on to what aligns with your highest truth. So I feel there are certain things that you're needing to release as well. Only hold on to the things that align with your highest truth, what you're truly being guided to do. Maybe it's even in the jobs that you're looking for. You know what this means for you. If maybe you're just looking for a job just for the sake of it, so that you get a job, only hold on to what aligns with your highest truth. It's part of what will help you as you move forward. And then we also have this beautiful card that came out, Radiance. Rejoice in your life. And I know sometimes it can be hard to do that if you're constantly thinking about, I need a job and all these things. But, it's about raising your vibration as well and feeling good as well in yourself, that will help to open the doors for things. So rejoice, make love, celebrate is what it says there. So it's a beautiful card. It's that card of loving you, loving life, and smiling. The angels are saying to you, smile. Your smile is beautiful. So I hope that helps. Sending you so much love, and I wish you the best with finding that job. But something is coming. Trust in that. Okay. Aramangal, I would like a message around money and career. Is a new career opportunity coming for me? Thank you, angels. Is a new career opportunity coming for Aramangal? Is a new career opportunity coming for Aramangal? Is a new career opportunity coming? Wow. Okay, so let's see what this card is. So we've got flow. I don't know if you saw how that flew over there. Flow. Let the goddess blessings enrich your life. So I feel you're being asked to be more in that energy of flowing. Just it's about trusting the universe. And again, it's the same sort of message that I was giving to the last, was it Jazz that I was doing a reading for. Hopefully you were listening to that as well. And it's about being more in that energy of flow, and rather than focusing on the things that are not going well, or focusing on, I don't have money, and in a negative way, just really shift that. And the more you're in that energy of flow, trusting in the universe, that's going to open the doors for you. So that's what's really coming through. And it's about seeing the blessings that you have right now and being grateful for those things. Be in the energy of gratitude. Focus on what is working, what you have in your life right now, and just be in the energy of gratitude. Because the more you are in that energy, that really raises your vibration. And everything is about vibration and matching, your vibration as well. So that's what's coming through there. And we also have the compassion card that has come out. You are loved unconditionally. And I feel you're being asked to have compassion towards yourself. Maybe you're being a bit hard on yourself. Why has money not happened? Or why is this? You're being asked, you're being shown you are loved unconditionally, and to have this unconditional love for yourself. Because everything is always about what's going on within us. Yeah, so that's what's coming through. Thank you, angels. So Aramangao is asking, is messages on money and career. Is a new opportunity coming? Money and career. So we've got here, the more you give, the more you receive. So this is an interesting card that has also come out. And what I feel the angels are saying to you here is that, sometimes you may be like, oh, I don't have the money to give. But, you can give in all sorts of other ways, because everything is about matching you. So that's what I feel you're being reminded here. Everything is about matching you. So the more you give, the more you receive. They're also saying to you here, your light is beautiful, let it shine. So again, I feel this energy of, of really sort of raising more of your vibration, letting yourself shine. Sometimes we can let the problems of the 3D world really bring us down, and we can shrink our light, focusing on what's not going well. And I feel you're being asked to do that. So your light is beautiful, let it shine. They're also saying to you here, signs are everywhere and showing you the way, and the angels are speaking to you in all sorts of different ways. So you are being guided when it comes to this. Maybe it's about opportunities coming, messages to follow a certain route or whatever. There are signs that are showing you. That's what they are saying. So be more in the present moment to see those signs that are coming through for you. That's what's coming through. It's all about flow. So that message of flow has also come out again. It's all about flow, not about chasing, pushing, forcing, or trying so hard. So, they are asking you to be more in the energy of flow. And that's what's coming through for you. So I feel that that's going to help you when it comes to money and career. And then they're also saying to you, you are here to love and be loved. Do you feel all this love around you? So, you are being shown love in so many ways and being helped as well in so many ways when it comes to this career and money situation. So I feel you're being shown that the help is there for you. And it's about seeing the signs and being more in that energy of flow and raising your vibration as well. And that's going to help. I hope that helps. Sending you so much love. And I really hope things change as well for you positively, especially within yourself, to help you to be able to move forward. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Annie, I did answer your question. I'm sure I answered Annie. I know you've asked again there, but I definitely answered you. I remember that very well. Right, let's see. My gosh, it's nearly 2 hours now. Susie saying work addiction. So that's it. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Victor saying messages from Liz DM and above, please. Thank you. Okay. I am so confused right now. Messages from Liz DM and from above, please. Is that for Liz? Which Liz? Liz from Guided by Angels? What Liz are we talking about here? I'm not sure. I am a little bit confused. Are you talking about Liz from Guided by Angels? Let's just see. Victor, can you just answer that? Because I remember later I'll post stamps. Yeah, thank you, Victor, for posting those stamps. Is it, which Liz are you talking about? If I missed a Liz, I'm not sure about. Anyway, I'll just answer the question. Let's see where we are. So it was the donation. So you said message from Liz DM and from above, please. Okay. Let's see what's coming through. Thank you, angels. Message for Liz DM. What messages are coming through for Liz DM? I'm not sure which Liz this is. So messages coming through for Liz DM. My circumstances are not allowing us to be together right now, but know that things will change. So that's what's coming through from Liz's DM. That circumstances, there are things that are going on in his life right now, and they're not allowing him to, the two of them to be together. And I feel this is about things that he needs to work through. And I feel this is about things that are going on with him, and, things that he needs to release, things that he needs to work on for himself, within himself, to then be able to move forward. So that's what he's saying, is those circumstances that are not allowing Liz and the Divine Masculine to be together right now. But he's saying things will change. So this is about him, changing things. And he's also saying to you, everything about you excites me. So Liz, that's what your Divine Masculine is saying. Everything about you excites him. He has this, when he thinks about you, and there's just this excitement and love that he feels. And he's saying to you, everything about you excites me. He's also saying to you, our time is coming. So it may not be the time right now, but he's saying our time is coming. You know, he does need to work through certain things that are going on with him, but he's saying our time is coming. I am currently finding my true self and my freedom so I can come back to you. So this is what he's doing. This is to do with those circumstances that are happening in his own life right now and things that he needs to work through. And that's about finding his true self. That's what I was getting. It's about things that are going on within him. And he's saying to you, I am currently finding my true self and my freedom so I can come back to you. So he does want to come back. He just needs to work on this for himself at this time. Okay, and messages from above for Liz. Thank you, angels. And thank you, Victor, for that donation as well. Messages from above for Liz. Messages from above for Liz. Let's see what's coming through. So first message coming through is, there is nothing to fear. You are protected. So that's what's coming through from the angels saying to you, Liz, there's nothing to fear. You are protected. They think about you all the time. So, you know, your DM is there thinking about you all the time. You are on his mind. He's just in this place of knowing that right now is not quite the time. There are things that he needs to work on. He needs to find his true self. And he's saying to you, but the angels are saying to you, they think about you all the time. And they're also saying your body, mind, and soul need your love. So for now, you're being asked to focus on you. You know, give yourself body, mind, and soul all the love that you can and that you may need from your DM or from anyone else. So your body, mind, and soul need your love. So this is really about shifting all your focus and energy onto yourself. The perfect time for the things that are meant for you to come is coming. So the angels are saying to you, you know, they think about you all the time, and the perfect time for the things that are meant to you for you is coming. And it's powerful because your DM was also saying our time is coming. So, you know, you're being shown that the time is going to come. For now, he just needs to focus on what he needs to do. But the perfect time for what is meant for you is coming. So that's what's coming through. I hope that helps. Okay, thank you there, Victor. Right, next we've got Tinashe Sved. Hi Sandra, I wonder what's taking my specific person too long to contact me. Will ye ever contact me? So let's see what's going on. Thank you, angels. What's taking Tinashe's person too long to contact them? What's taking Tinashe's person too long to contact them? So let's see what's coming through. So first of all, we've got here confusion. So they're saying to you here, you know, I feel unclear about where we stand. So there is some confusion that's going on with your person. You know, when it comes to where the two of you stand, when it comes to you together, I don't feel it's about the love that he has for you. He does have love for you, but he is in this place of confusion within himself, you know, and it's something that he needs to sort of just work out. And that's what he's saying to you. So he is feeling unclear. So that's part of the reason why he's not contacting you. He's also saying to you, space, I need more time to think. So that really makes sense. You know, he's showing you that he is in this space of confusion. You know, he's just needing time to think and sort things out in his own mind. And he's just saying to you, I just need more time. You know, so he needs more space, he needs more time. So just let him work it out for himself in the right time. He's also saying to you, chemistry, I've never felt a passion this intense. So, you know, this could be why he's so confused. It's like he's suddenly feeling this passion and it's so intense and it's all a bit much for him. And he's like, what is this? What does it all mean? And it can be a bit scary. So, you know, he's just needing that time to think, to sort it out. And that's what's actually keeping him from communicating with you. And I feel with these three cards, he's really just answered you about what it is that's going on. You know, he feels the passion, he feels the love, and it's strong. It's something that he's never felt before. And he's just a bit confused about what does it all mean? What is it? You know, and he's just needing a bit of space to think. So that's why he hasn't contacted you. I hope that helps. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, yeah, and as Victor's saying there, trust in divine timing. Exactly, it's about trusting in that. Right, let's see. I have answered your question as well, Karen, there. Oh, gosh. Let's see who's next. So we've got Nicola Taylor. So we've got another question from Nicola Taylor. Thank you, Nicola. Hi, any messages from Joshua or angels, please? So I can't like that all of a sudden. Don't know what's going on there. So let's see what your angels are saying to you. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through for Nicola today? What does Nicola need to know? Thank you for that donation as well. So the angels are saying to you today, Nicola, believe to see. So when it comes to this love, because I know I did a reading for you earlier, about things are going to work out, to just trust in the journey. And your divine masculine hasn't given hope on this connection, so you're being asked to believe to see. And they're also saying to you, angels are all around you, surrounding you with love. So the angels are there surrounding you with love. Feel the love of the angels. They're also saying to you, give yourself credit for all the hard work you've been putting in on yourself. So, you've been working hard on yourself, all this time. Give yourself credit for that. Let go of all fears and worries. Be joyful. So I feel this is to do with your divine masculine as well, to do with your journey. You're being asked to let go of all fears and worries and trust the journey. Again, I'm going to say, watch the reading that I did for the divine feminine today. That's really the message that was coming through in a powerful way. And I just feel it's for every divine feminine. So do check that out. So let go of all fears and worries and be joyful. And they're also saying to you, great things are coming your way. So, great things are coming. Trust the journey and trust that your divine masculine is going to do what they need to do. Great things are coming your way. So thank you, angels. What is Nicola's divine masculine wanting to say to Nicola as well today? What messages are coming through? I made a mistake by letting you go. So he's really thinking about this, realizing this, which I talked about a lot in the other reading that I did for you. So he's saying, I made a mistake by letting you go. We will have a life together in this lifetime. So that's why you're being shown great things are coming. So release the outcome, just let go and trust it all to work out at the right time, in the perfect divine timing. The message that was in the reading today was about releasing the outcome. So, do check that out. And he's saying to you, we will have a life together in this lifetime. He's also saying, I have a lot that I want to tell you. So there's so much that he thinks about, so much that he wants to tell you about the way that he feels, the way his life is going. And he's saying that to you. And he's also saying, I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you. So this is his desire. He wants to spend the rest of his life with you, and he's looking forward to that. I hope that helps. And then we've got DK. Thank you so much, DK, for that donation. What does RR want to tell me today? Is he feeling more hopeful in his life? Thank you, angels. What does RR want to say to DK? Is he feeling more hopeful in his life? What is RR wanting to say today? Okay, so let's turn this round and see what's coming through. So first card that we've got. So we've got shadow side that has come out, and he's saying to you, you made me realize my flaws. So, there are things that he's starting to realize about himself, maybe things that he hadn't realized before, and he's starting to do that because of this connection that is there between the two of you. So he's saying to you, you made me realize my flaws. He's also saying to you, runner, I don't want to run anymore. So as he's realizing his flaws, the things that he needs to work on, the things that he may have done in the past that maybe he hadn't faced before, he's starting to come back to that, facing that, and he's saying, I don't want to run anymore. So this is about being hopeful. This is about trying to steer his life in a different way to the way that he's done before. So he doesn't want to run anymore. And this is about running from himself. This is what this is about. Because you've helped him to realize his flaws, he's now getting into this place of not wanting to run from himself anymore. So this is actually positive. There's so much of this amazing light that's just come through there. And he's saying to you, inseparable. And he's saying, our love is always there despite the distance. So he's saying, whatever the distance is between us, but the love is always there. We are inseparable. So he feels this love strongly, and he has this love for you. He also has hope. I haven't given up on us. I haven't given up on us yet. So, he's showing you that you are on his mind. You know, he wants a life with you. He knows that, you know, you two are inseparable. He feels this love strongly, and he hasn't given up on the two of you yet. So he is being hopeful when it comes to his life, you know, and it's powerful. You asked, is he hopeful? And you've got hope that has come out. So that's really answering you when it comes to that question. You know, and I feel this is hope about his own life as he's starting to know, run away from himself and face his own, you know, fears and things that he needs to work on, things that he may have run away from before. So his hope when it comes to his own life, but also hope when it comes to you, the two of you. He hasn't given up on the two of you yet. So let's see what else he wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. What else does RR want to say to GK today? What does he want to tell GK today? What other messages are coming through? So he's also saying to you, pain of the past. Holding on to pain of the past is not serving me. And I have a lot of it that I've been holding on to from my childhood, past relationships, my own guilt and shame. I am doing the best I can to release my painful past, even though working through it is not easy. So, you know, this is about facing those flaws, those things that he's started to realize now. And he's saying to you, I'm not running anymore. I'm starting to heal this. So he is working on himself. That's what he's showing you. Judgment also came out. I am working on letting go of judging myself and worrying about what other people think of me. This has been such a big thing in my life. And I know it has to start with me, not judging myself, by having self-acceptance. I am fighting my way out of this toxic habit. So he's letting you know that he is realizing that he has been judging himself a lot, and he is fighting his way out of this toxic habit. So, you know, he's not running from himself anymore, is what he's showing you. Thank you, angels. To finish off, what else is RR wanting to say to DK today? So he's also saying to you here, I feel this love that I have for you deep in my heart and soul. You know, so he feels this love deeply, and that's what he's wanting you to know. He's also saying to you, I know in my heart that we will make it. So he's saying to you, we are going to get there. I don't know if you can hear that noise that just happened there as well. So he's saying to you, I know in my heart that we will make it. He's also saying to you, there is no one else that I would rather be with than you. So for him, it's just you. But he does know he needs to heal his past. He needs to work on himself first to then be able to be with you. So there's no one else he would rather be with than you. I want commitment with you to show you how much I love you. So, you know, this is what he wants. He wants to come back and have this life with you, to have that commitment as well, as a way of showing you how much he loves you. And I feel that working on himself, releasing the past, is going to help him to then be able to do that. So that's what he's saying to you. And he's also saying, I will surprise you when you least expect it. So he will come forward when you least expect it. Again, I will talk about just that, letting go of that outcome and trusting the journey that came through in the reading. And, you know, when you least expect it, he is going to come forward and he will surprise you. So he is being hopeful. He's working on himself, moving forward. I hope that helps. Really beautiful. Okay. Hopefully I'm getting to the end, because I'm just going to get past. Hey, we've got Shreya. Good to see you, Shreya. It's been a while. So Shreya is saying, may I please have messages from my DM? Thank you. Let's see what your DM is saying. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Shreya's Divine Masculine? Okay. So he is saying to you here, right. So first of all, we've got overwhelmed. And he's saying the stress from this is draining me. So he is going through this time of, you know, he's struggling with certain things. And I feel this is the stress even in his 3D world, you know, things that may be going on in his own life, you know, it's all draining him. I feel maybe, you know, I wasn't shown this before, but when it comes to your Divine Masculine, I'm being shown that Ty there, that maybe he's working really hard, you know, in his job, and it's all a bit much and it's overwhelming him. It's like taking up his whole life. That's what I'm really getting here. And the stress of it all is draining him. but this is also about not being with you. You know, the way his life is, it's all kind of overwhelming him, and it's all stressful, and he just wishes things were different. He's also saying to you, unworthy. That has also come out. You are a better person than I am. So he thinks about you, and you know where his life is right now, and where he wishes his life was, and you know, and he sort of feels like he's unworthy of you. So this is something that he needs to work through and release as well. And he's also saying you are a better person than I am. So he's in this place of quite feeling quite down and overwhelmed by everything, and it's all a bit much that he's dealing with in his life at this time. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What else is coming through from Shreya's Divine Masculine? What is he wanting to say from this deck? So we also have here running, and he's saying to you, I struggle to face myself and my inner demons, so I run. It comes across as it's me running from you, but the truth is it's not about you. It is me who I am running away from. It's time for me to stop running, go within, face myself, and heal. So he's just reminding you that, you know, if he's quiet, or, you know, if he's just not communicating, or he's sort of, you know, running, it's not about you, it's about him. So that's what he's saying. It's time for me to stop this running and really face myself and, you know, go within and heal. He's also saying to you, connection. I feel that there's a strong, powerful, and beautiful connection between you, his divine feminine, and him. And this connection is helping me to heal myself and my life. I'm starting to embrace this connection with love and gratitude. So he feels this connection strongly, you know, and he knows that there's something special between the two of you. He just needs to work through the things that are going on in his life. I feel there's a lot in his 3D world as well that's kind of coming in the way of, you know, even doing sometimes his own inner work and healing the things that he needs to heal. So he just needs to find that balance in his own life. That's what I'm really getting. But he feels the connection with you very strongly. And it is that connection that's going to help him to do his healing, my back. That's going to help him to do his healing and then be able to move forward. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What's Shreya's Divine Masculine wanting to say today? What is he wanting to say? Okay, so he's also saying to you, I really want to be able to love you freely, truthfully, openly, and vulnerably. I am working on it. So, you know, this is where he wants to get, where he's not overwhelmed by his own life and, you know, whether it's the job that he's doing and the way things are, his own fears, his feeling of unworthiness. He really wants to release all those things so that he can be able to love you freely, truthfully, openly, and vulnerably. So he's saying to you, he's working on it. He's also saying to you, my body aches for your touch. So he misses you. He wishes that he could just hold you, be with you. And he's saying to you, my body aches for your touch. Everything is going to be okay for us. So he's saying to you, you know, it's going to be fine. Yes, it may take time, but everything is going to be okay, which also means he is going to get there. So he's saying to you, everything is going to be okay for us. Okay, so I hope that helps. All right. Okay, so let's see. Okay, CC Lynn has donated again. Will my love call me soon? So let's see what's coming through. Will CC Lynn's love call her soon? Will CC Lynn's love call her soon? And thank you for that donation. Will CC Lynn's love call her soon? So first of all, let's see what's coming through here. So we're going to see what messages have come out. So first, he's saying to unfinished business, and he's saying we still have things to resolve and discuss. So he is showing you that he does want to communicate. He does know that there are things that need to be discussed and things that you need to resolve between the two of you. So it's about him wanting to communicate. You know, whether it's going to be soon, you will have to see when it comes to that. And also, you know, it will be at the perfect divine timing. But he knows that there's unfinished business and he wants to resolve that with you. And also what came out is the soul tie. And he's saying, I always feel connected to you. I can't remember if it was you that this came out for, but, you know, he feels that connection strongly. And, you know, and he is wanting to connect with you, to communicate, and that's what he's saying to you. So he feels that bond strongly. Is he going to communicate soon? Thank you, angels. Is CC Lynn's love going to communicate soon? So he is saying to you here, the road ahead may be full of twists, turns, hurdles, curveballs, and pain, but it will all be worth it when we get to the other end. So I feel that he's still dealing with certain things in his life right now, and he's saying to you, the road ahead may be full of, twists and turns and all these things that are going on. But so it's about trusting in divine timing, being patient, and he will get in touch at the right time, because he does know that there is unfinished business between the two of you. But I feel he's still dealing with certain things in his life right now. But he will call you when he feels that the time is right, when it's the right divine timing. He's also saying, I wish we could just go away together right now. So he wishes that the two of you could just be together. But there are still reasons why that's not happening. So he's saying to you, he is going to get there, and then you'll be in touch. I've been searching for true love all my life, and I know that I found it with you. So he knows that you are the one, and he will come forward to you at the perfect time, is what I keep hearing. And he's also saying, this is my message to you, to tell you, you're everything to me and I love you. So he loves you, and he also wants to be in a place where, when he gets in touch, he is in a better place in himself. He is not going to just get in touch and then go away again, because you're everything to him. He wants to have worked through certain things to then be able to come forward. So he wants you to know in the meantime that, you're everything to him and he loves you. And I feel that he knows there's unfinished business. He will contact you, when you say soon, I feel that that's such an, sort of subjective thing about what you call soon. It will be, as soon as he's able to. That's what's really coming through. So I hope that helps. Okay. All of your decks are very pretty, Sandra. Thank you so much, Shreya. That means so much. Okay, I'm going to have to come off because I've been going for over 2 hours. And to be honest, because I am sitting all day, I do a full-time job as well. So I'm sitting all day, and then I come straight into, I'm sitting at a desk all day. And then I come straight into the live as well for an extra 2 hours. So we're talking 10 hours, and now my back is sore. So I'm going to have to come off. I'm just going to see if there are any other questions. All these names I can see are people who I've answered already. So I'm just going past without actually reading anything. I'm just going to see if anyone else has asked a question that I haven't answered, especially since I am not going to be doing a live as well on Friday. So it was for Guided by Angels. Okay, thank you for donating for Guided by Angels. DK, no, I didn't miss your question. I've answered you. We've got Angie Arthur here. Could I get some messages from my DM, John? Thank you, angels. What is coming through for Angie Arthur from John? What is coming through for Angie Arthur from John? So he's saying to you here, you made me realize my flaws. So, he's saying to you, you made me realize my flaws, the things that I needed to work on, the things that had been going on with me that I may not have realized before. You helped him to do that. He's also saying to you, commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. So I feel that right now he's working on those things that he started realizing about himself that he didn't realize before or know about. And he's working on that so that he can then be able to have a life with you. So he wants that commitment with you. He's saying to you, I want you to be a part of my future. Thank you, angels. What else is John wanting to say to Angie Arthur today? What else is coming through? So he's also saying to you here, nothing and nobody can truly keep us away from each other. So he's saying to you, there's nothing that can keep us away from each other. We are meant to be. I want this commitment with you. And he's saying our time is coming. So, he's working towards this life with you. I am currently finding my true self and my freedom so I can come back to you. So that's what he's doing, finding his true self, his freedom, so he can be able to come to you. And he's also saying everything is going to be okay for us. So it is going to be okay. He's working towards this life with you. I hope that helps. Good to see you as well. Okay. Right. And then last person, and then I will be off. Last person is Nitu. May I get messages from Niraj and the divine guidance? So thank you, angels. What divine guidance is coming through for Nitu today? What divine guidance is coming through for Nitu? So we've got here love. And it says, be free from all that holds you back. So you're being asked right now, anything that's holding you back in your life, whether it's fear, other people, certain situations, even from doing the things that you're wanting to do, whatever it is, just release all those things from your life. This is about following your heart, listening to your heart, coming from love in everything that you do. So be free from all that holds you back and go for life. Go for life and do the things that you're wanting to do, from the place of listening to your heart. That's what I really feel is coming through for you there. Thank you, angels. What else is coming through for Nitu today? What else is coming through for Nitu? So the angels are saying to you, make time for you. So, you're being asked to make time for you, and that's about self-love. That's about doing things for you. That was the message that I was really getting, to be free from what's holding you back. Maybe, it's thinking I got to do these things rather than, do certain things for myself, maybe giving so much to other people. You're being asked to make time for you. And you will have the life that you're dreaming of. So they're saying to you, you are going to have that life. Trust in that. You will have the life you're dreaming of. So let's see. Thank you, angels. What does Niraj want to say to Nitu today? What is Niraj wanting to say to Nitu? So messages coming through. So first of all, we've got mistakes. And he's saying to you, I wish I could right my wrongs with you. So this is his wish, that the things that happened with you in the past, he just wants to right those wrongs. He wishes that he could just do it right now. I feel this is about wanting to come forward to make things right between the two of you. So that's what he's saying. He's also saying to you, indecisive. And he's saying, I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So he knows that, he's not moving forward. He's not saying anything to you, or not, making certain decisions when it comes to the two of you, that it's hurting you. He knows that. And that's why he's also saying to you, I wish I could just right my wrongs with you, just sort things out. But I feel that he's needing to work on certain things in himself right now. He's not in a place in himself where he's able to do that yet, to make those decisions that you may be wanting him to make when it comes to the two of you. He's not able to do that yet because he's still needing to work on certain things when it comes to himself. So that's what he's saying to you. He knows that it hurts you, but he needs to be in a good place in himself to be able to then come forward and make those decisions. So thank you, angels. What else is Niraj wanting to say to Nitu today? What other messages are coming through? So he's also saying to you here, you are the sunshine of my life and you truly make me happy. So he wants you to know that you're the one who truly makes him happy. He's also saying to you, it has always been you. I can't help the way that I feel. So he's saying, he knows that you are the one. He just can't help the way that he feels about you. I wish you were here with me right now. So he wishes that the two of you were together, that you were with him right now, but within himself, he's not quite in the place to be able to do that yet. He's still indecisive. There are things that he needs to work on in his own life and within himself, but he wishes that the two of you were together right now. And he's also saying, but we will have a great life together. We will be together and we will have a great life together. So he's showing you that it is going to come. It's just not right now, but the time will come for the two of you to have that great life together. So those are the messages coming through. And thank you all so much for coming in on that. Oh, wow. I thought that was the last one. Okay, there is Chrysola as well there. And then I'm going to come off. Okay, so what's Chrysola saying? I will suggest to my DM we get together to catch up. Advice for me. I assume you're in communication with your divine masculine for you to actually suggest that, because a lot of people are not even in that communication to suggest that. And my suggestion, my advice for you is that, you know, if you feel that you are in a good place in yourself to suggest that, and that's the guidance that you're receiving, always listen to your own inner guidance. You know, you're being guided on your path. When it comes to your own journey, if that's the guidance that you're receiving to suggest that to your divine masculine, then go ahead and do it. You know, it's about what's coming through for you when it comes to your own journey. However, if you suggest that and your divine masculine is not up for that, you know, I don't know when the last time was that you saw each other or what's going on your journey, but if he's not ready for that, and or if he says, okay, yes, we'll do that, and then he doesn't turn up or he lets you down, I feel that it's important that you are in a place within yourself where you are okay that whatever the outcome of your suggestion, it's not going to, you know, get you discouraged. It's not going to get you sad and upset that this has happened. I suggested this and then he didn't turn up, or he refused to come and meet me and all these things. So you have to check in with yourself first to really see that you are in a place of making this suggestion without having expectations that I suggest this, so he's going to come. And, you know, and I remember I always give this as an example because it's such a true thing. And everything that I talk about on this journey is also from my own experience, you know. And there was a time when I got strong guidance to send a message to my divine masculine, and I went for a walk. You know, I knew the guidance was coming, and I went for a walk, and I was sort of checking in with myself, and I was asking the angels, and I was like, is this the guidance that's coming in for me? Anyway, as I was walking and also asking myself, if I don't get that response from him, how am I going to feel? Because before, when I didn't get responses, I was all over the place. And then I found within myself, I was asking myself inwardly, and I found I was in an okay place, that whatever the outcome, I would be fine. It wasn't going to affect me. It wasn't going to take my peace away, you know. And then as I was walking, this woman just suddenly went, yes. She was having a conversation with some other person and just suddenly went, yes, like really loudly. So for me, that was my confirmation to do that. And I went and I sent the message. I didn't get a reply, but it was okay. And it was the first time that I was coming into this place where it didn't really matter anymore, you know, and that's because I was in an okay place in myself. So I'm just telling you that it's important that when you're asking, that you're not in a place of expectation. That's my advice to you. And also you are just letting it be what it's meant to be, because whether he comes to meet you or doesn't will be what it's meant to be. So you have to be okay in relation to that. So that's what I can give you as my advice. And I can't say to you, do it or don't do it, because you are getting your own guidance. So you do what your heart is telling you. As long as you're doing it not from the mind of thinking, maybe if I do this, then he will do this, as in you're expecting him to do something because you're coming from the mind and you're coming from the heart, then, you know, and your guidance is to do that, then go ahead and do it, you know. And but just be open in terms of whatever comes through. So let's just see, to finish off, what your divine masculine wants to say to you. Thank you, angels. What messages are coming through from Chrysola's divine masculine as well? What does he want to say to Chrysola? Okay, so first of all, he's saying to you, life is not the same without you. So, you know, when he looks at his life and thinks about life, it's not the same without you. He's also saying to you, when I think of home, I see and feel you. I know that you are my home. I am coming home. So, you know, he is going to come home. But if you're feeling that you're the one who needs to take that step to do that, then, you know, and it's coming from the heart, it's the guidance that you're receiving, then do that. But when it comes to bringing things into the 3D, it is the divine masculine's role to do that. to actually sort of take that step forward and bring things in the 3D. But however, if you're getting the guidance and you feel in your heart that's what you're wanting to do, then go ahead and do that. And he's also saying to you, please know that I love and care for you deeply. So that's what he's also wanting you to know, that he has so much love for you and he cares for you deeply. So do let us know what happens when you do meet up with your divine masculine. You can email me if you want. And I am going to finish there. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming in on the live and helping each other as well in the chat, and thank you for the donations. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to Victor for putting the timestamps for people. It's amazing what you are doing. And thank you for the likes and for being you and for being here on the channel as well. Like I said, I won't be able to do a live on Friday, so I'll see you all on next Tuesday for the live. What date is it next Tuesday? Next Tuesday, anyways. It's before my birthday, so I'll see you then. So I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you soon. That's